Good morning, everyone, in Women Helping Women Entrepreneurs Group. This is Regina Buckley, and I'm coming to you live today to go over the 15 reasons why every business needs to be using business credit in their business. Rather, it is using it for value, adding value to your business, actually growing or scaling your business, hiring employees, all of these different reasons that business credit can actually the trans help you change the trajectory of your business in just as little as 6 to 9 months. So, hello everyone. If you are actually on this live, go ahead and put in the chat where you're tuning in from. Let me know that you're here. Where are you tuning in from? Thank you also for being here on the live with me today. So, of course, I have 30 minutes. So, I'm going to go through this information very, very quickly. However, if you would like to join me inside of my Facebook group, you can do so by going and finding Dominate Your Business with Business Credit as the name of the Facebook group. I will put the link in the comments and also in the description so that you can actually join, because we go live every week inside of my Facebook group where we do live trainings and Q&A, and there's so many people in the group that will actually be able to help you to build your business credit, as well as myself. So I want to say good morning, welcome you to the live. I have Allison here who is tuning in from New York. Hi, Allison. How are you doing? I see some others on the live, but I'm not seeing any comments. Go ahead and let me know where you're tuning in from. Let me log on my phone so that I can see who is actually commenting. Today we're going to be talking about the 15 reasons that having business credit is a must for every business. So if you are a business owner, this is the call for you. If you have a business bestie that's inside of this Facebook group, go ahead and tag them in this live so that they will actually see that this is something that they need to be focused on and doing. Hi, Michelle. Michelle is tuning in from Dallas, Texas. I appreciate you, Michelle. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm just going to find the live inside of the group so I can see your comments. How are you guys doing today? Hello, Wanda. Wanda is tuning in from Pennsylvania. Hi, Allison. Let's see. All right, so found the live. Everyone is here. I want to go ahead and get started because, of course, we don't have a lot of time. And I know I'm not going to be able to finish the presentation, but I'm going to get as much of it done as I possibly can. So who am I? My name is Regina Buckley. I have a bachelor's degree in accounting. I have been in the field of business for 22 years. I have a successful bookkeeping firm that I have been the owner of for 13 years. I have a professional bookkeeper certification. I am a small business tax specialist, a business credit, coach, and a credit score improvement specialist. So these are just a couple of the reasons why I feel, in my opinion, you should listen to me. All right, so I want to go ahead and let you know what business credit is. Business credit is credit in a business name that is linked to the business's EIN number. It's not linked to the owner's social security number. A lot of the times when I talk to business owners who are curious or want to know more about business credit, the first thing that they say is, I need to, well, not everybody, but most of them, they say I have to repair my personal credit so that I can get started with building business credit. And that's just not the case. And the reason that is because your business is separate from you when you actually create a corporation. So when you create a corporation, you and the business are now separate. So the business EIN plays as the business's social security number, and your social security number plays as your social security number. They're totally separate. They're two credit profiles, and one has absolutely nothing to do with the other. And I know a lot of people say that when I go apply for business credit, they always ask me for my social security number. Yes, everyone will ask you for your social security number, but that does not mean you have to give them your social security number. Your social security number is not required in business when you're building business credit. So, for instance, when you're married, if you wanted to go out and purchase, get a credit card for your personal credit, do they normally ask you for your husband's social security number on the application? Yes. There's always a place where you can put a co-borrower, or when you're buying a house, there's a place on the application where you can actually put a co-borrower. But if you're buying this house with your credit alone, there's really absolutely no need for you to actually enter your husband's social security number on the application. And the same thing applies with business credit. There is no reason you need to give your social security number in order to get credit for your business. You want to, as a business owner, separate those two things because you don't want to commingle your business with your personal. And one of the other things is when you're using your personal credit to build your business, you are increasing your credit lines, because most of the time business owners max out their personal credit cards, because with personal credit you may have a $2,500, $3,000 business credit limit, but your business needs more than that to sustain, right? So when you max out that card, your personal credit scores decrease. So we don't want that to happen for you. When you actually get access to credit cards and with business credit, you get $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 credit limits. So therefore, you don't have that effect of hurting your credit utilization when you actually are building your business credit, because nothing is going to be reported on your personal credit reports. So that's one thing you definitely need to know when you are building business credit. If this is good information that you are listening to so far, go ahead and type business credit in the chat. One thing that I am going to ask that you do if you are on this live is to kind of engage with me so that more people in the group can actually see the live. So if you will actually give me some hearts, give me some likes, give me some type in the comments, ask questions while we're on this live. It would definitely help the algorithm, or the more people inside of this group, to actually see the live that we're talking about today. And because this group is full of business owners, everyone inside of this group needs to know this information. This is information that is probably the most valuable asset that a business can have, but only 10% of business owners actually know that business credit even exists. And the ones that do know that it exists, they have absolutely no idea where to start. So if you will please help me by actually commenting, liking, giving me some hearts so that more people inside of this group can see this information, because I am here to help everyone. I appreciate the hearts. Thank you guys so much. All right, so when applying for consumer credit, you will apply for something such as an auto loan. The lending institutions will actually pull your personal credit profile, right, using your name, your address, and your social security number. This information is sent to the consumer credit reporting agencies, and they supply the lender with a credit report with all of the information about you in order to give you access to the credit that you are applying for. So with this type of credit, an inquiry is then put on your personal credit report, right? We all know that there's hard inquiries, there's soft inquiries, right? And your credit report is then the decision, is the actual tool that the companies use to make the decision on giving you the credit or not. Plus, the credit that you obtain will then be reported on your consumer credit report. Well, when you apply for something such as a business loan, the lending institutions pull the business credit using the business name, the business address, and the business employer ID number. This information is sent to the business credit reporting agencies, and they supply the lender a credit report with all the information that they have relating to your business, with a similar name, address, and employer ID number. With this type of credit, an inquiry is put on the business credit report, and the business report used will actually help make the decision on if that business will be given the credit that the owner of the company is applying for. So plus the credit that you actually get with your business credit is then reported to the business credit reporting agencies. So you see, in those two transactions, they were totally separate. So the business credit information does not go on your personal credit reports. Your personal credit information does not go on your business credit reports. But the only way that you can actually do this is to create a corporation that separates you from your business. And as a business owner, you need to be practicing separating yourself personally from your business for several reasons. Number one, liability. Number two, if something happens to your business and you cannot run the business, or you can no longer, the business is no longer afloat, or say for instance, COVID shut you down. So now everything that was built up in the business name is not your liability. Yes, the companies may come after you, but the only thing they can get is what the business actually have as assets. They will not come after your personal assets. They will not come after your children. They will not come after anything that you need in your personal life if you separate the two. So that, if that alone is not a reason why you want to incorporate your business and actually build business credit, I don't know what is. So listen. When I started the process of building my business credit, I was denied a SBA loan. And I am thankful today that I was denied. And the reason I am thankful is because I was one of that 90% of business owners that knew nothing about business credit. I was in business for 9 years and had never heard or even knew that there was such a thing of business credit. So because of that denial, I was able to learn that there is business credit and it is separate from your personal credit. So it wasn't that I didn't have a good personal credit score, because at the time my credit score was 747 on my personal side, but I was denied because I had no business credit profile. Yeah, of course now SBA loans, the disaster loans are working a little different due to COVID, but back then when a hurricane knocked out the electricity and my cash flow actually ceased immediately, the SBA was saying, we'll give you $10,000 loans to keep your business afloat. My payment was going to be less than $50 a month, so I definitely was going to be able to pay back the loan. However, because of that denial, I am now $280,000 in business credit lines is what I have under my business credit that is not attached to my personal social security number. Number one, and number two, I help businesses just like you build business credit. All right, so it's also important to note that when applying for financing and credit using your business credit, you should not supply your social security number on the application, even though it is requested. How do you get around this? Well, actually, you will print out the application if you're applying online. You will actually fill it out and actually email it, fax it, or mail it in to the company to actually get the actual approval. So there is a way around it. I know we all are so accustomed to applying for things online because it just makes it easier. But if they would not allow you to remove your social security number from that application, this is what you will actually need to do. All right. So let's see some, uh-oh, did I go backwards? Uh-oh, I think I went backwards. All right, so business credit has no impact on the business owner's personal credit when done properly, because credit is obtained without the social security number being supplied on the application. This means that there is no personal credit check from the business owner to get you approved. This also means that anyone who has bad, even horrible personal credit can still get approved for business credit. But there is a process. There are steps that you need to take. So you cannot start your business credit process by going to Chase and applying for a credit card. You're going to get denied. I'm going to be honest with you. You're going to get denied. So there is actually steps that you have to take. Number one, you have to build credibility in your business. Number two, you have to actually start adding trade lines to your business credit profiles with vendor starter accounts. Once you have established that you can actually pay your bills to the companies that you are using, then you will have access to more and more other types of credit. So once you get at least 5 vendor starter accounts reporting to your business credit profile, you will then be able to move on to what's called tier 2. Tier 2 is where you will be able to access retail store credit cards. Yes, it's not the cash credit cards, but it's a credit cards that you can definitely use in your business, because when we're talking about retail store accounts, we're talking about Amazon credit card. All right, so I have a $20,000 credit limit with the Amazon credit card. I can purchase anything from Amazon. So can you, right? So other thing is you can get a Staples credit card. Everyone needs office supplies. So you can get a credit card with Staples that will actually, you can use the Staples credit card, and my limit on Staples is $5,000. All right. So you can get a Dell credit card. You can get a Home Depot credit card. There are so many different places that actually offer credit to businesses. If you know of a company that offers consumer credit, 9 times out of 10, they offer business credit as well. They just don't advertise it. And the reason they don't advertise it is because why would they take the risk of giving new businesses business credit, right? So either way, building business credit, it gives you so many different benefits. After you have 8 business credit trade lines reporting on your business credit reports, then you get what's called cash credit. Cash credit are your American Express cards, your Visa cards, your MasterCards, all of those different types of credit cards you now have access to. But you have to go through the process. Yes, the process in the beginning is a little boring, it's a little ugly, but once you get through that process, you have fun. You start building business credit. You start purchasing vehicles for your business that is not tied to your social security number. You start getting access to commercial buildings where you're buying buildings for your business. All of this is possible when you build your business credit that is separate from your social security number. All right. So business credit reports to the business credit reporting agencies, not the consumer reporting agencies. As business credit is used, it has no adverse impact on the personal credit scores or the personal credit reports of the owner. This means utilizing the account even over 30%, meaning, 30% of your credit score is the credit utilization. There is no credit utilization in business credit. So you can max out your credit card and there is absolutely nothing that's going to happen to your personal credit report, your personal credit score. And there are no inquiries on the personal credit report either. So when you apply for business credit, as long as you do not supply your social security number, nothing that happens on your business credit report will be reported to your personal credit report. All right, so give me in the chat, type in the chat, get credit if this is good information so far. And of course, if you want to continue to get information like this, because I don't have a lot of time to actually do these lives in this group, I am inviting you to come over to my Facebook group, Dominate Your Business with Business Credit. Join the group and get more information just like this inside of the Facebook group. All right. So business credit has no direct affiliation to personal credit. So 30% of your total consumer credit score is based on utilization. We all know that, right? So if you are using your personal credit to get credit cards for your business, if you use those credit cards, you will then lower your personal credit scores. Using more than 30% of your limit will actually result in a score decrease. So if your credit limit is $1,000, having a balance of $300 lowers your credit score. So this means 40% of your total score is damaged just by applying and using your personal credit cards to actually purchase things for your business. With true business credit, 0% of your credit score is affected. So your business credit scores are based only on whether the business pays its bills on time. As a result, a business owner can obtain credit much faster using their business credit profile versus their personal credit profile. And I'm telling you no lie, when you actually build your business credit, you can actually get to a point where you have over $250,000 in business credit within 6 to 9 months if you follow the process correctly. All right, so personal credit scores, there's 5 factors. One of the biggest factors in your personal credit is your payment history, which is 35% of your personal credit score. Your utilization is 30%. Your length of credit is 15%. Accumulation of new credit is 10%, and your credit mix is 10%. So if you only have one of those factors, your credit scores are probably going to be very low. However, when we're talking about your business credit, there's one main factor that determines what your business credit score is, and that is how you actually pay your bills. So the earlier you pay your bill, the more credit score you're going to actually receive. If you pay your bills late, then your credit scores are going to start decreasing. But if you did nothing but add trade lines to your business credit profile, you will have a perfect score. So it doesn't matter how many different types of accounts you have. It doesn't matter what your balances are. It does not play a role when it comes to your business credit scores. And this is one of the main reasons why every business owner should have business credit. And I do run into people that say, I'd rather not use credit because I just want to pay cash. That's lovely. Then you can still pay cash, but get access to credit cards that's going to pay you to use their money. I mean, I use it all the time. Everything I purchase, I pay with a credit card. Why? Because I'm building rewards. I'm building miles. So I travel using my miles on my business credit cards, and I pay $11.20 regardless of where I'm going. So literally, I was going to get a ticket. Well, I got a ticket to Las Vegas for April, which was canceled, and the ticket was $696. Because I had miles rewards, I was able to pay $11.20 for that ticket on my business credit card. Okay. The other thing, I use my Bank of America credit card to pay all my bills. So when my bills at the end of the month, I get a check in the mail from Bank of America for like $200 or somewhere around in that amount. So use it to your advantage. Leverage business credit to scale and grow your business. It does not mean you have to go out and get into debt. It does not mean that you have to pay a lot of interest, because if you're paying for things in cash, get rewarded for doing so. Okay, you can pay that credit card off every month. You don't have to hold a balance just because you have the credit card. So be smart about it. SMART, right? I'm sure you guys have seen the acronyms for SMART. So be smart about how you're growing your business. And the other thing is, when you build business credit, you actually build value in your business. So when, say for instance, 5 years down the line, you want to actually sell your business, because you have business credit, you can sell your business for more than what it's actually worth. So that in itself is another reason why you need to be building business credit. If this is good information, go ahead and give me some hearts. Let me see some hearts going up on the screen so that I can actually see that this information is the information that you need as far as building your business credit. Number two, if you have a business bestie inside of this Facebook group, go ahead and tag them in the comments so that they do not miss out on this live. So with consumer credit, someone has to have permissible purpose to pull your personal credit score. Basically, they must have your consent to review your credit report, right? Well, in business credit, you don't. Anyone can pull your business credit profile. So if you're looking to work with the government, they may pull your business credit report, right? So if your business credit is not established or it don't look so good, you may lose out on that contract because you haven't took the time to establish your business credit to make you look like a real credible business. So don't lose out on business because you didn't take the time to build your business credit. That is another real big important reason why you want to take the time and build your personal credit scores. All right. So moving on, I think I have 6 minutes. Here is some of the information they can actually see when they pull your personal credit report. I don't know if you've ever looked at your personal credit your business credit reports before. However, on the business credit report, you only see what the high credit limit is. You see the payment performance. You see how many employees your business has. You see how much the business revenue is, right? So these things are all that these companies can see on your business credit reports. So you want to make sure that this information is just as accurate as your personal credit profile. So a lot of us take pride in what our personal credit scores are and what's actually reporting. Do the same for your business. So I'm going to actually end the live. Not end the live, but I'm going to go through the chat, see if you guys have any questions, and I'm going to answer those questions for the last 5 minutes of this live. If you have a question right now, will be a very good time for you to put those questions in the chat so that I can answer those questions for you. All right, so let's see. Did I have any questions? Thank you guys for engaging. I really appreciate it. So Serena says, is it better to use your business or personal when buying a vehicle? So I'm going to be biased to that question because I am an accountant, and because I do taxes, when you buy a business, a vehicle in your business, of course you can write it off as all the expenses to that business is now a write-off to your business. So it kind of helps you with your tax liability. And not only that, you get to write off the interest, the maintenance, and all of that. You know, like when you're using a vehicle in your personal vehicle, the only thing you can deduct for business purposes is the miles that you actually use for business. So in my opinion, it is better to use use your business credit to purchase a vehicle. I did, and I love it. Okay. The next question: name some companies to sign up for to help build your credit. So the first companies, okay, I can give you companies all day, but if you haven't built the foundation of your business profile, you're going to get denied anyway. But the companies that I do recommend when you're first starting out is Quill, Granger, and Uline. These are the best companies to start out with because they do not require no cash flow. They do not require how long you've been in business, and they do not require that you have any personal credit. And they just don't care if your business is making money or not. So these are the companies that I definitely will recommend that you start out with. Hope that answered your question. Serena says, can you use an LLC if you don't have a corporation? An LLC is a corporation. So you just cannot be a sole proprietor, which of course, if you have an LLC, you get to choose how you want to be treated for tax purposes, but that has no bearing about how you build your business credit. All right. Thank you guys for engaging. For some reason, I have to sneeze. The name of my Facebook group, Veronica, is Dominate Your Business with Business Credit. I'm actually going to, it let me type in the chat now. Usually it wouldn't let me type in the chat. So I'm going to actually give you the link to my Facebook group in the chat. If you would like to join, you can go ahead and join by clicking on this link. I hit the wrong button. I almost ended the live. Oh my gosh. All right, work with me here. All right, so I just put the link. Well, I don't think I like the typing in the comments because that didn't go too well. I hope it worked. Oh, I did it wrong. Edit. I'm going to try it again. bit.ly. All right. Hopefully that one works. And it did. All right. And yes, it's going to take you to my messenger because once you click on the link, it's going to take you to my messenger. And then you will be able to go and click the join now button for the business credit group. So if you go to my messenger, don't freak out. That is how I have it set up because I want to be able to send you messages via messenger about reminding you about the Facebook Lives and important stuff that you need to know inside of the Facebook group. All right, so let's see. Serena says, thank you for answering that question. You're so welcome. Veronica says, yes, I signed up for them. Good job. Amber says, thanks for all of these nuggets, sis, and you're so welcome. And Serena says, thank you for sharing your knowledge. You are welcome. So I'm going to go ahead and end the live now. I think next week I am on the schedule inside of this Facebook group at 10 o'clock on Wednesdays, which is a schedule that I'm trying to keep, but now is kind of hard to keep that time. So I hope to see you next week on Wednesday at 10 a.m. And of course, we will be talking about business credit and why it is important for you to build your business credit and other tips and tricks in order to get started with that process. If you have a business bestie, please let them know to join my Facebook group as well. I hope to see you inside of the group. And I have a web class that's actually coming up this Thursday at 11 o'clock. If you would like to join me on the web class, I will actually put that link in the comments as well so that you can join me on the web class where I'm going to be giving out all the secrets of how you can actually build business credit and how I actually built my business credit from 0 to 90,000 within 6 months. All right. So see you guys next week. Thank you for joining the live and I appreciate each and every one of you. Goodbye.